the one thing that I mean we appreciate about Jared Keeso is he's unapologetically Canadian. Like what Americans don't understand unless you listen to our podcast is the national inferiority complex Canada has, and it's because we're inundated. We're like with American culture because we have when I was a kid like 13 channels. 9 of them would be US networks. Like we'd have like 2 or 3 Canadian channels. Everything else is coming up from the US. We're bombarded by the noise coming up from the US. That's why we have CanCon rules in radio. So our radio stations are forced to play 30% Canadian music, or else they would all only play American music, right?
I think it was Robin Williams' show. Canada's a noisy downstairs neighbor. Keep it down there, eh?
Yeah, exactly. So, and the point I was making, anyway,
we're the noisy neighbor.
You're the noisy neighbor, but that's not the point I was making. I was like, the inferiority complex, right? So, when you have a creator like Jared, so often like we have a big television and film industry up here, but it's always been for American productions, right? Toronto was always playing New York or Chicago. Vancouver was always playing American cities. So many shows have been shot up here that you would be surprised were shot in Canada and not in LA or Hollywood or New York. But only until recently did Canada start saying, okay, no, we need to, display some of our own culture. And I mean, Trailer Park Boys started that, they were unapologetically from, Eastern Canada. I feel like Jared Keeso is continuing that, right? He's carrying that baton and he's like, I'm going to write jokes. I'm going to write a lot of really inside jokes that only Canadians are going to get. But the Americans who enjoy it are going to look it up and are going to figure it out.
I resemble that remark because my lovely wife, who is Canadian, she has brought me in on the joke on a lot of the Canadian humor that goes on, about sticks and so forth, and and it's been, it's really been awesome to have this kind of fusion of like my show style and like her strong Canadian back, because she is unapologetically Canadian as well. Yeah. And when we were at the Shoresy Fall Classic, she was shouting out all her questions in French, and they like everybody, like she and Delaney I think are from a similar area in Quebec, and like it was just great to see her like in her element with Canadians, like talking, like speaking in French, like the way it didn't matter that they were in Chicago. Yeah. It's like no, fuck it, we're gonna be who we are, we're gonna be Canadian, and we're gonna be proud of it wherever we go.
So yeah, and that's I think why we appreciate what Jared's done with it.